Alright, what's up YouTube? It's Crimsonite Zelmen here, and I have an OU battle against Extremegallade. He got stopped by the 4th gen Wi-Fi chat, and like I told you guys before, he decided to private chat me and say, hey, let's get a 5th gen battle in. And I was like, sure, why not, man? Let's go for it. You know what can possibly go wrong? And so, here's our battle right here. I'm not really using like a kind of like a Sun team. It's more so I just wanted to use Darmanitan and OU just because it's Darmanitan. No one survives a sun boosted flare blitz. My friends have said this in the chat numerous times, and I just want to prove it to them in this video that some things can survive, but a good 90% of the time you're not surviving that. So here he is, and here I am. I start off with my Landorus because most people tend to believe that lead Landorus is just going to U-turn out. And he leads off with Spike, so right here I predict him to switch out, because I think he's going to fear the superpower. Instead he goes for a Protect, so I was like, alright, cool, he go for Protect, I get a free Stealth Rocks up, no problem. So, Stealth Rocks are all laid out on the field. Right here I believe he's going to go for, no, right here I go for the switch out, and I go into my Ninetales, hoping to scare out the Ferrothorn as Ferrothorn switches out going into... I forgot who he went into. Oh my god. Drawing a blank. I think he went into... Who did he go? Oh no, he went for his own Self Rocks. Because I guess he predicted me to U-turn out. So, seeing as he sees that my Ninetales out and I have the sun up, he predicts the flamethrower attack. Predicts correctly, switches out into his Porygon 2 downloaded, which ended up being the biggest threat to my team, kind of. Yeah, because I just didn't know what to do about it. So I predicted Terrakion to come out, and I decided to go for a Will-O-Wisp, but residual damage on the Porygon 2 is not a big problem for me. I mean, this thing was annoying to battle. Like, you're going to see I'm going to go for multiple flamethrowers, and he's just going to sit here and recover in my face. Well, first he Thunder Waves, and I was like, oh, geez, okay, well, I should have seen that coming, but I'm glad I didn't choose to switch, because I was kind of thinking, go into Terrakion and get rid of the Porygon, but I chose not to. So right here he goes for Recover, seeing that, he's obviously faster now. And I was like, I just sat there telling him, I'm like, dude, if you're going to sit here and recover the whole time, I'm going to just Flamethrower. Someone's asking to get a crit. That's all I have to say. So, the first Flamethrower, nothing really happens. He gets some burn damage. He keeps dropping about, 55% low health. He just sits here and spams Recover, whatever. Recover is going to keep spamming up. That's what he likes to do. And I'm just going to proceed the Flamethrower just because I don't want anything else taking a Thunder Wave. And I don't want to over-predict thinking that he's just going to go for Recover again. So I just keep going in with Flamethrowers, just hoping for the crit. And right here, like I said, you keep going for Recover, there's going to be a crit. So the crit comes, he gets burn damage again. And now he's just going to keep spamming Recover. Seeing as, we're both kind of at a stalemate here, I'm going to eventually start switching out and go into something else after I keep going for, I think I went for, 2 more Flamethrowers after this? I'm going to switch out, and I believe I went in, who did I go into? No, he switches out first, going into, Terrakion, alright. So his Terrakion's out, and I believe I switched out, and no I don't. I get Parahaxed. Oh, right here I'm going to go for Protect just to see what attack he's going to be locked into, because I thought he was Choice Scarfed. He goes for a Rock Slide, and I still predict that he might be Scarfed. So predicting, what did I predict? Oh, I predicted an Earthquake. So I go into my Landorus here, and it turns out he's going to just go for a Rock Slide. And his Rock Slide is going to do a decent amount of damage to him, even after the Intimidate. It did a hectic amount of damage. See, and I see now he's Life Orb. So now that I know he's Life Orb, I know that my Terrakion is going to outspeed his and take it out. He returns his thingamajig, goes into Hydreigon, predicting my Earthquake. And he predicted correctly because I did go for the Earthquake, because I thought he would have tried to stay in and go for some type of attack just to take out my Landorus. Whatever, no big deal. Right here I was hoping to outspeed, but it turns out I didn't. And he goes for the Life Orb Draco Meteor, and it takes out my Landorus. But at this point, Lander's got the Self Rocks up, and I really didn't need him too much after finding out Terrakion wasn't scarfed, so it wasn't too big of a deal for me. Yeah, so as you see right here, I go into my Darmanitan, and I know it's going to scare him because he's going to predict the superpower, as he told me in the chat earlier. He's like, oh, you have superpower? And then right here, I know he's going to predict the superpower and switch to Dusclops, so I decided to go just for that Sun-boosted Flare Blitz. Yeah, you guys know what's about to happen. It needed to be done. No one survives a Sun-boosted Flare Blitz except for an Eviolite Dusclops. Moment of silence for the Dusclops. Barely hanging on there, less than probably like 30%. I just decided to go for another Flare Blitz, knowing that I'm not going to take as much damage as I did the first hit. Wasn't no big deal. Dusclops is out now, and now I have nothing to fear with my Terrakion, blocking hits, things like that. So I don't have to make any more wild predictions. He goes back into Den, his Terrakion, and he goes for a quick attack, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. You know, I have a Terrakion with the quick attack set and life orb and all that fun stuff, you know. So I decided to just go for... Oh, Skype call's coming. Hold on. So yeah, I just go for the Flare Blitz right there. And Terrakion is now taken out. And now that's 2 Pokemon that's been taken out by the Sun Boosted Flare Blitz. And I'm at 5 HP left. He's, right here, I believe he's gonna attempt to double switch. I don't know. I think he was thinking I was going to switch out. He goes into his Ferrothorn here, and my Darmanitan has done his job. He's taken out 2 Pokemon. Like, come on. Doesn't need to do anymore, so I'm just going to Suicide him and Flare Blitz for the last time, and yeah, Ferrothorn's gone. Yeah, being 4 times super effective to Ferrothorn, it's gone. So, yeah, and his Iron Barb is going to kill me off, so big deal. I didn't have to take the recoil damage. Yippee. Whatever. Alright, so seeing that now his thing is gone, his Ferrothorn, I decided to send out Solstice. And the reason I sent out this Espeon, I don't know why I sent it out, to be honest, really. But right here, I decided just to get my screens up just so my Terrakion will be safe from any other attacks, and I'm still getting calls on Skype. Oh my god, people stop. So right here I go for a light screen. And now I'm protected from all special attacks on his team. He's going to go for a recovery, you know, getting back his HP. And I'm like, alright, well, seeing that I'm so fast here, and I know you packed a Thunder Wave, I'm going to go for a Reflect just to be on the safe side. And after I go for the Reflect, he's going to go for a Thunder Wave. And be honest with you, that Thunder Wave was kind of what I was hoping for this whole time on Espeon, because I wanted to Baton Pass. But the thing is, though, I didn't want to outspeed his Porygon to then Baton Pass into, like, you know, Terrakion for him to get paralyzed, because then he's useless, and I don't want that. So right here goes for another recovery as I go to Baton Pass. He's at full HP now, which is kind of a pain. And I get a Parahax right there. Didn't really matter too much, because he's just going to go for a Charge Beam. Get a special attack boost, and I'm like, well, it's a wall, so, yeah. The special attack boost really won't matter too much. And my dog just came over here to sit down by my arm. What's up, Ninja Dog? Alright. So right here I go into my Stone, the Terrakion. Pretty much just either scare out Porygon 2 or just get off some major damage. Hoping to Oko. I decided to go for a close combat, and it did like 60%. So I was kind of a little bit disappointed by that, just because I know he's a normal typing, and it's not even 60%. It's like 55, 50. But I know it's normal typing, but I didn't think it'd be that bulky to the point it could survive one. He goes for an Ice Beam here, and hoping to take out Terrakion, but I hope he knows that I might have light screens up, so it really didn't do much. I go for another close combat. Take out his Porygon 2. Porygon 2 falls, and right here the rest of his team is about to pretty much just drop down to nothing, because Terrakion is going to keep hitting everything away. So, good battle. It was fun. Hypergallade, dude, or Extremegallade, whoever you are. I forgot your name, sorry. But yeah, his Hydreigon, like 55 HP left. Close combat's definitely going to take it out. I'm scarfed, whatever. Peace. And right there, I leave the battle with a 4-0. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the battle. Comment, rate, subscribe, and... Oh, wow, wait, I forgot about his last Pokemon. My bad. Oh, actually, it doesn't even matter. It's a Magnezone. So, close combat, take it out. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed the battle. Comment, rate, subscribe, and peace out.